Some of the main things, honestly, one of the main things I took from this set is just Mango laser pressure and spacing. Those are the main things I took of note. And then um what to do uh what to do um once out once out of the initial once out of the initial pressure. So like when Mango shoots a laser, like what do you do once you're out of the initial pressure? Those are
Like,
kind of
you
the
mean
main
like
thing.
acting out of laser?
Uh, just like say I avoid the Falco the Falco down air shine pressure, just like Falco shine pressure or whatever, and
Okay.
say I roll or do an aerial out.
Right.
Um, just what happens after.
Okay. Okay.
Those are kind of the main things of note that I took from this. And then what speed do you want to go? Do you want to just go 0.75 or do
Yeah,
you want?
that seems good.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So like those are my
Umar's a half speed believer. That's a little too slow for me.
yeah. So Mango laser pressure and spacing, and then what to do once out of initial pressure. Those were the main things I took, and then um, just general general punishes, which this is just more like polish up. I don't think my punish game was too sharp in this set. I do think I dropped some stuff, and so I'll just have general punishes as just another thing of note. All right, we good?
Yeah.
It's like back here.
Ooh. Okay. So you rolled pretty early, which is not inherently terrible against Mango, I guess.
I mean,
Um,
I'm out of the situation and he's already double jumping as well.
yeah, I think he's double jumping on reaction to the fact that he was gonna just land in the corner. Um, yeah, I guess I don't hate rolling in early against Mango specifically because he's so aggro. Against most Falcos, I probably wouldn't just immediately roll in after the laser because almost every other Falco is just like trying to do laser back airs, laser up tilt, and stuff, and just like laser in place.
Yeah.
So, but against Mango specifically, I don't mind it.
Yeah, like and what I'm also thinking as well is that he actually hit almost in between the hits here. You see that my first hit in there came out and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that nair is fine because it's trying to catch his landing.
Yeah, that nair has to be really spaced though to beat the landing. You want them to be like so that they get caught by the toes, and he's like backering your face. You're a little too close. I think that's kind of what helped him with the double jump. He started drifting towards you, and then you didn't like drift away on the nair. It looks like you drifted forward.
Okay, so you'd say maybe that drifts back. So say like do like tip nair spacing, or do you think it'd just be better just to reset altogether?
You can either go for like tip nair spacing, or you can just dash under him and make it a mix up. Because a lot of Falcos here would also just like come down with a laser, and so just like dash dancing under him so that he doesn't know which side you're going to be on, and then trying to grab his landing's not too bad.
That makes sense.
Alternatively, you can just, if you really think he's going to aerial, but you're not sure how he's going to space it or how he's going to drift, you can just dash dance in place and let him land and then try and punish what he does after landing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because and this was not even an auto cancel one. So realistically speaking, I could
Yeah,
just
he's just
dash
coming
dance.
down from top plat. So I would just dash under him
He
here.
never even actually landed on the plat. He just
It looks
double.
like he did. It looks.
No, he never
I
did.
guess not. Yeah.
You see the somersault? He never did.
Yeah, true.
So he just did a
Okay.
full. He just did a full double jump just through the platform. So like, pretty much like you can dash dance around and just wait for the lag to end,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's still in
And then
lag
just
right
grab
here.
him. Yeah,
Okay.
that is probably what I would have done. Correct.
You
Dash dance
think
grabbed his landing.
you think up air is also something to consider as well
Uh,
because he
he's
can
at
trade.
0. Yeah. I don't love it here because he's at 0. So if you just like down aired or back aired, it trades and you're slightly higher percent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the worst, but I don't think there's any point in going for it when you could go for such a higher reward option like grab.
Makes sense. Yeah, that was a
Light shielding there was not good, but that was probably an accident.
Yeah, it was meant to be a regular shield, just a regular pivot shield.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
and I tried. It worked.
Yeah. I just want to see what the narrow spaced. So
he just like nared in, like no spacing. That's kind of surprising.
It was almost pretty much undershot. So like you see me at, say I'm at like full shield, this probably undershoots. If you really think about it. If I don't get light shield.
It looks like you could just grab this if you just did normal shield, because he just drifts in. Yeah. Like look how close he lands to you after hitting your shield.
It's tight.
Pushing you away.
It's tight.
He pushes you away here, and he's in grab range. This is definitely like just grabbable.
Oh yeah, you're definitely correct. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, you just had to not light shield there, and you were grabbing him every time.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. No tech chase at 0.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely just have to RTC here, because at 0, even if you get a stomp, you get nothing. Like stomp literally doesn't combo into anything. It just sets them up for another tech chase, but it's a 1 in 3 guess, whereas you could RTC for a guaranteed another tech chase.
Okay.
At higher percent, stomp becomes good, but post or like sub, I don't know the exact percents, but like my general rule is like sub 40-ish% stomp isn't really worth going for, because you just don't have enough time to combo into anything else. So at that point, just reaction grab.
Yeah, this is sort of what I was thinking about with like the general punishes. So like, I'm pretty happy with this like getting out of this pressure. I think this is actually really good.
Yeah, that was just like, that would have been so huge if you just reacted to that roll and just grabbed him in the corner and down threw him off stage and had like a potential to just end his stock here.
Yeah.
As opposed to stomping, which covers 1 out of 3 options and doesn't even lead to anything if it works.
Yeah. It's also the first grab or just like interaction right now where I'm actually attacking
that's also huge. So you have no read on him yet either.
Yeah, so like would you say
it's just truly a 1 in 3. There's no like conditioning leading up to it.
Yeah, it's literally just go for it and see. Like go for it and see. Just see how it goes. Because usually my initial game plan before is always test them to see if they do no tech or just if they do no tech or whatever. So would you say that change it up to where like just for like the first set of interactions just opt for the tech chase if I get a grab?
Absolutely. At low percent, 100%, because like this is the first time you've hit him. You're just going for like the hardest read possible that doesn't even lead to anything.
It's the first interaction I've won.
Yeah. So I don't think it makes sense to go for like the hardest read stomp option.
Yeah, there's only 5 seconds have passed. There's a lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the stop.
That happens in this trade. Oh, good double jump. You missed the platform, though. I think if you land on the platform there, you're okay.
Yeah, this is something I'm trying to get better at, is just being, like, more proactive. It's just like, because usually I like going for this sort of, like, double jump back. But, like...
Yeah, but you overshot it, too, because he just stands there, and you're just facing the wrong way. Like, you can't back air him. Not that back air even does anything at this percent. And he just punishes you because you can't hit him. You could stomp, which is incredibly reactable, but you could do it.
Knee is probably not ideal because it's too low.
He's literally just standing there watching you like flail around in the air above him, and then just punishes your landing because you're not spaced correctly.
Okay.
So I think it was just a little ambitious to go for this. Like, it wasn't even an instant double jump. It was like a high double jump, slowly drift in, and he's just like waiting and sees it.
Yeah, so like somebody like a waveland on.
Yeah.
Like
waveland on would be great.
Like a waveland on and then like a drop down nair or something like that, or like a drop down up air.
Yeah, that would probably be a lot better because then you have unreactable mix-ups from the side plat. But the way you did it was just like incredibly reactable, and you can't even like space an aerial. You just land right on top of him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good power
Okay,
shield.
good run up power shield.
Yeah, I want to see on
You
the
could have shield
nair.
drop bared there.
I want to see on the so I get the power shield.
I would just grab,
Just
but maybe you just weren't expecting to get it.
it's something actually Mosquito and I talked about is being proactive after a laser, regardless if you hit a power shield or not, or like if you hit the power shield, you miss the power shield but are still in shield, or just get hit by a laser stun. Is this just
Yeah.
this is one of those interactions where I'm just a little bit too slow. Like
Yeah. I think you were like trying to hit confirm the power shield and then come up with a decision, but you need to have just been like already kind of option selecting what you were going to do in that position so that it would come out fast enough. Because like I would probably like in reaction here do the so I'm reacting to his jump with run up shield, like expecting him to laser and to power shield it. And then I'm like, okay, even if I don't, a lot of the time just shield grabbing here in his face works because he wasn't expecting me to run up shield, right? He was expecting me to do something else.
Exactly.
And that's why he short hopped in place. So run up shield grab will oftentimes just work even if you don't get a power shield laser in that spot.
Yeah, and also at the space he's at, just looking at where he's at, where I power shield him.
Yeah,
that's
just guaranteed.
Almost grabbable. I think. I'm gonna see if he has to get it.
It is.
Yes,
Falcon's grab's pretty big. It would work.
Even at this length?
I think so. It's a little weird with the TV being at an angle, I guess. At the very least, you could power shield instant nair, and that would also work just fine.
Yeah, whereas like you see, it's like a little bit late.
Held shield.
Yeah, I held shield a little bit late, and that just burns frames. So I was a little late on it.
Yeah.
Like my idea was right. I was just too slow.
Yeah, you were very slow.
Yeah.
There, just shield drop back here. I think you could just react to him like going into the corner, right? Yeah, he whiffed an F smash. You were holding shield on the platform. He doesn't have time to get anything out.
Yeah.
Like he could shield and that's it, and that's fine. If he shields, you just drift away and then you're fine. They jump, which is fine. You just the stomp. I don't know what that was really.
Catch him going in.
Yeah, that's like an insane commitment for a very specific read. If he does anything besides full send run, he basically does full send run in, and it still doesn't even hit him because you were so far center. You could have landed on the platform with the stomp, and then it would have been a lot better.
So like command the ground, like because I pretty much like give up the corner here.
Yeah, you basically do. So he's cornered. You're sort of cornered, but not really.
But
so
I still have the high.
Bad.
I still have the high ground and stomp as the thing.
And if you just stomp like edge cancel on the platform here, I think you're fine.
Yeah, I could do like stop edge cancel back air or something.
But you just like full sended towards center and like stomped mid stage, and then he just punished your landing because
This is something I will admit that sometimes like when I drift, I will admit at least to me I get a little lazy on it. I will just admit that at least in my mind I think it's like lazy stomp, like lazy stomps, whatever. Or I call them H-box stomps, even though H-box doesn't play Falcon, because H-box drift is stupid lazy, and I'll just flat out say it. And I feel like right here this is one of those lazy stomp situations.
Yeah, I don't see a universe where that stomp hits, and it's just punishable. So there's just no reason to do it there. I would just land it on the platform again, but towards the center, and just hold that position. That's pretty good against Falco. His only option to hit you is like full hop to top lat, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's scary because he's in the corner still, and you could like just shield drop back here or something, and then he's like off stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I don't mind buffering roll because you didn't know that he was going to forward air.
Let's see on the nair real quick. So, miss the power shield. It's
Laser,
okay.
Yeah, he does a dash dance, but you still nared out a shield, and he just punishes that.
Yeah, it was
so
in
you did
lag.
that the first time where you went for that same exact dash forward shield, it power shielded, you waited, and then you nared. This time you didn't power shield, but you still waited, and then you nared. And that's like the Mango classic, is he does a laser, catches on to what you do, and then punishes it next time.
Yeah, so he
did the same option multiple times. So
so Mango caught on to it pretty much already.
Yeah, Yeah, that's basically all he does. Like, at least for the beginning, is he just because most people do one thing out of shield against laser
Mm-hmm.
until they get punished for it. So Mango just does a laser, sees what they do, then does another laser and punishes the thing. That's
Yeah.
like his basic game plan.
Yeah. It's a constant mix up. So that's why like you have to have like a good arsenal.
Yeah,
If
you
you
have to
if
have
you were.
multiple out of shield options to rotate between.
Yeah. Otherwise Mango catches on to it because literally that's in one stock. He already knows I'm gonna probably auto to nair a majority of the time.
Yeah, pretty much. He's seen you do it twice now.
Yeah, he's seen it. He's seen it to know.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't.
Oh,
Laser
that was a
before
bad
you.
up air.
Yeah.
That was just a bad up
Okay.
air. I think it was.
I
I
also
think it was
don't
meant
like
to be a
these
short
backers
hop.
here. So go back. So in this position, he's cornered, and you just run to center and back air. I mean, that just gives him all this space and all this frames to like he could just short hop laser here,
Yeah.
and you're in trouble. I would not have ran that far away. Like, what are you running from in this spot? Because you land before him. You see him
Mhm.
whiff this back air. You have frame advantage to do like most things. Like you could jump before he can jump.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you choosing to run all the way to center?
Probably to wait for him to run in.
Right, but if you just like dash dance nared in place here, he just is in the corner, and you're naring like under the side plat. Like if you just nared from that same position where your back air whiffs,
Mm-hmm.
you just do a quick little dash dance to reposition so you're facing him and nair in place right there. What does he do?
Not really much. Like
Yeah.
he's still pinned in the corner. Like he has to make a
Exactly.
good play.
And if he jumps, he gets hit by the nair because you have the advantage there. And it pokes his, it like will shield pressure him, but really well spaced
Mm-hmm.
because the toes will just clip him. And he can't run in, it'll stuff his run in.
Exactly.
So I would have liked that a lot more. I think corner pressuring with like spaced nairs and up airs is really good. Okay, facing Falco is really good. Back
Mhm.
air I really only use as like a super like get off me defensive option because it's kind of fast.
And also the
But
dash away power shield.
yeah, that's what it's for. It's like a super fast like get off me option because I dash away power shielded because I didn't have another choice in that spot. And then back air is like the only way to truly get a punish after the power shield laser.
Yeah, because something like stomp or whatever is
It's too
like
slow to true punish.
yeah,
It's
like
a read on their defensive option end of the laser. And it sometimes works and it's much higher reward than back air. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, they're high percent. I just want to instantly back air them off stage.
exactly.
And so back air is useful like that. And it's useful kind of if you're like, your back is to them and you're coming down from on top because back air hits like downwards at an angle. So if they're at like high percent and you're like coming down from a platform, back air is pretty good. But in this position, he's at 15. Back air has no combo follow up or anything, and it's not Falcon's best move in neutral at all. Like it doesn't have that much range. It's not active for that long.
It's a slow startup as well. Like
Yeah,
you
it's not
could
super
still
fast.
you could still react to it with a quick move.
Yeah. So I definitely think nairing here is like you basically usually want to face Falco because the only move you have when your back is facing to him is back air, and back air doesn't lead to anything
Yeah.
at low percent.
And then like the rare occasion stomp, but like the Lord Stomp doesn't really get as much mileage in this matchup as it would in other matchups.
Yeah, the Lord Stomp's like a very specific read.
It's pretty much
But
like
generally you
it's
don't want your
banking
back
on them
to
wanting
facing
to.
Falco
It's
'cause you have no options.
It's basically banking on them to do run up shine or do like a really late nair and still be in lag, or just run at you.
Shit.
That's pretty much all it's used for.
It's good for outspacing aerials too, but yeah, like if you have a read on their aerial drift, you can stomp their landing. But yeah, that's about it.
Makes sense. Yeah, so I give him all the space.
But yeah,
This
just,
upper
just
was
stay
just-
in that corner and nair. Yeah, the upper is super greedy.
Yeah, it was just a bad up air. I'll just flat out say it. Probably meant to be a short hop. Either way, it's a bad up air.
Yeah, if it was a short hop and you full drifted like left after dashing in, I wouldn't hate it. But full hop drift in up air is not the play. Okay, here, so go back a little.
Yeah, so shine
Okay.
shield.
Yeah, so you get the slide off and then you do that up air. I don't think that up air is like good here.
Like where?
Right here. I would just run under him and just dash dance. Because this full hop up air leads to nothing at this percent. Like, it's not going to send him off stage. It's not going to combo into anything. He's, like, just going to slide off the platform or, like, punish you for this up air. Which he does. He punishes it.
Do you think it'd be better, like, to do a short hop up there, potentially?
No, I would just dash dance under him. You can do the stupid up air here. Like, sorry, that's what Fiction calls it. He calls this the stupid up air. You can do this, and Falco has to respect that you can do it, which is why just dashing under him is good. And sometimes you should throw it out, but like, I don't know, the percents just aren't lined up where like the up air is very high reward, and it's kind of high risk because like he just shields it, he like shield drop shines you, and then you get comboed, and like if he jumps it doesn't hit, and there's a lot of situations like you didn't really set it up. You just immediately went for full hop up air from the corner, and you're, I imagine, about to get punished for it right here.
Yeah, I kind of just let it rip, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Whereas like if you just dash dance directly under him, he can't land with down air because you'll just be on the side by the time he gets down. And if he lasers, he doesn't know which side you're going to be on. So laser's kind of low reward and high risk because 50% chance laser shoots the wrong direction and he gets grabbed. The other 50% chance is laser hits you and now he has a mix-up to maybe get an opening, but it's not actually like a win in neutral.
Yeah, like he's just in a lot more of an advantageous position.
Yeah. So the risk reward's in your favor if he comes down with laser while you're dash dancing under him, because 50% chance you just grab him, 50% chance you're in disadvantage but not in combo.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so up air, get back air for it. That's just a bad grab. That's definitely...
Yeah.
That's just definitely a habit.
Oof. Yeah, it's punished pretty hard because it's Mango. Oh my god. Okay, that was a good rollout.
Yeah. Ooh, good grab.
Tech chase. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's probably the best I could have gotten at it. Do you think like there was enough time for me to stomp?
I mean, well, okay, I can get into the like scientific side here.
I mean,
like, if you're a god gamer, you can react with stomp.
Yeah, I was just.
But like, it's as tough of a reaction as Tekken Places to do that. Like, yeah. So reacting to the roll in with short hops, drift in, stomp is exactly as tight a frame window as grabbing Tekken Place.
Okay. So
you can take that what you want. If you haven't practiced it, it's not worth going for.
It exists, but it's definitely like you're gonna have to be precise, is what you're saying.
Yeah. It exists, but you have to have practiced it because it's as hard as reacting to Tekken Place.
Okay.
However, could have also just grabbed.
That's another thing.
Because again, back air, he's at 25. Back air leads to nothing.
Yeah, he's just gonna hold it down.
Yep. Don't love the double jump, but maybe you're reading a get up attack.
Yeah. Oh, this jab barely missed.
Yeah.
You think forward tilt would have been okay here?
Probably.
Like,
I would have just dashed back here, honestly.
Yeah, I want to see the laser. So that's a mid-height laser that he did. I'm trying to think that I think forward tilt would have been okay right here because it's enough of a time. Like, my jab's already is already out, and then forward tilt doesn't come out. I'm trying to remember. It comes out like frame 10, doesn't it? Something like that.
That's pretty slow. Yeah, it might have been too slow. Also, I don't like F tilt here because if he just comes in with a down air or an air, it just gets clapped. Yeah, I would have just dashed back because then you just whipped an aerial and then he's approaching you within jump. So that he's either gonna laser or do an aerial here. Dash back, doesn't get punished by aerial, and actually maybe gets you a grab if he aerials, and if he lasers, then you just get the act out of laser mix up, and it's like kind of a reset situation.
Yeah, so a frame 9 is when it comes out.
Yeah, that's pretty slow. I wouldn't F tilt there after whiffing an aerial because you're just in disadvantage here.
Yeah. So I just want to see. So I get the back air. So
okay, I guess you didn't aerial,
jab is frame 2. So
let's just let's type difference.
Yeah, so 7 frame difference. So that's frame 2. It's already out. Yeah, that probably won't work. So you'd say just dash back then in this case.
I would definitely have just dashed back.
Yeah.
The other thing maybe is like
I
go back one more time. I just want to see what the situation was again. So
yeah.
it was just you just empty landed, but he wasn't in anything when you empty landed. So he's just reacting to your landing and punishing. Yeah, you just dash back there.
You think it could have mixed it up with like a waveland somewhere, like a waveland in or like a waveland out, like even
Yeah, you could have wave landed out.
just like it
I
just
don't
as
know
a
why you just double jumped here. Actually, why did you just double jump empty land?
typically for positioning just to see what he does if he bites. So like sometimes do the double jump, see if he bites, if he jumps after my double jump or not. Turns out he
Sure.
doesn't. So
Yeah. Okay.
you
Just
think
double
that
jumps.
I'd use the waveline to like trick it up because he's pretty much going for the spacing of me just going in place. He's not really.
Okay, so basically,
He's kind of covering the fade back. So what he's doing already, I'm starting to understand what Mango's doing here. So he's covering me in place, and then also covering if I were to waveland back, because this back air is still out, and he'd still be in position because it's an auto cancel back air. So pretty much meaning that like the waveland in would have probably been the way to go.
I don't like Waveland in because you're just like he's already reacting to you landing
Okay.
and starting up something, and when you Waveland in, you just go into so much lag that like, and then you're just gonna get clapped by whatever he did. I think the main thing here is you just dash back, and then later in this situation, you can just dash forward after the landing because
Okay.
they'll start respecting the dash back. Um, and then you can like get a cross up with dash forward and potentially grab him.
Okay.
Because that's the big thing is you want him to just start going for like overshoot laser in that situation, and then you cross him up with dash forward, and then grab him from the other side when he overshoot lasers.
Okay, I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah. The other thing is in those double jump situations, you kind of want to at least be able to threaten like you're gonna like falling up air him so that he like is scared, and then it's a mix up like if you know fast fall, drift in, the up air hits, and if you just fast fall, you just land without like being in range of his attack. But I think you're just a little far away that he wasn't scared, so he's just like, oh, he's just gonna land right there.
Yeah,
and I'm
he's gonna
punish.
take away. He's gonna take away. Like Mango's gonna take away all the space, is what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
he sees all this and like to put it in meme terms, it's free real estate. So
yeah,
everything right
basically.
here in this range is all free real estate to where Mango can just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, because you didn't threaten the drift in up air or anything, so it's just too easy for him to punish the landing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So back aired, pretty good tech. Oh, okay.
Sure, I don't mind that. You could have grabbed that, but
Was
there's
it?
fine pressure because it was an
There,
AC back air, so
it
it's
was.
guaranteed grabbable.
Is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
you
like
can
it,
always grab drift in AC back air like that.
just get even like in like El Cancel Light. He also shielded. Like I'm actually curious about this. So like, why would this be gravel? Just like, is he still just like in
The
landing?
hitbox disappears before he lands, so it's just
So
pure
like
grabbable.
here.
Yeah, you just JC grab and it works.
Okay, I'll keep this in mind.
Yeah, even though his leg's sticking out, the hitbox isn't out the whole time.
Just curious. Like, what frame does it go away for Falco back
I
there?
I don't know. It's kind of it goes away kind of early, like so because he has to do the rising back air. It goes away like around the time he's like falling.
Okay, and I'm pulling it up right now on Smashboards. Right now, so I'll have it up in like literally 1 sec. So for Falco back air, so frame 19. Frame 19 is when it stops. It is the final frame it's out. Yeah, actually, I see what you mean. No one in the stream can see it, but like, I see where his leg is like still like out, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's out for several frames, and then he has 4 frames of landing lag, and grab is only 7 frames. It's super grabbable.
Yeah. It's auto cancel.
Plus, you can start up your grab while the hitbox is still out because you're moving forward, and then you'll get there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the auto cancel. It's 3 frames.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good to know. So
Yeah, you can always
basically
grab
like
AC
the end of the
back
leg.
there.
So like right here, it's probably gone.
Yeah, it's actually reactable too. So It is gone here, and you could just JC grab that.
Yeah, and then Falcon, like, with the grab, his grab comes out pretty much.
It's frame 7, like all other grabs.
Yeah, frame 7, and then if it's a JC, you add an extra 4 frames, so it's could potentially be 11.
No, you only add 1 frame.
Oh, with JC?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's literally just, in this case, it's 8 frames then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, and you can start the grab while the backer is still active because you have travel time and stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You have more than enough frames.
Yep. Falcon is a good grabby.
But I don't hate the Nair either as like a more general punish if you're not sure about the drift and stuff. So that's fine.
Yeah, because that's a
like
really tight.
A little far in.
Yeah, that's a really tight drift in.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst thing in the world to do.
Yeah, I don't think you should have drifted in like that though. You should have just drifted away on the Nair if you weren't gonna grab.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think drift back because what can he really do is like pretty much his
back air.
Yeah, that's like his best option.
Or jab, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Down air. Kind of got fucked in the corner.
You rolled in.
Yeah.
Probably was expecting that. Smash. Yeah, you're just dead.
Okay.
You think of upbeat high is the only thing. Like, you have a double jump, just upbeat right there, like immediately, and just go like towards center. That's the mix up. You want to go to top plat and threaten like an edge cancel with your upbeat because back air won't kill. If you're like in center high up, it won't kill. But you went low, which just cuts off all your options.
Okay.
So yeah, you double jump.
It's also like
immediate upbeat out of the double jump, and you go so high up that he has to he can't really react to your drift. He has to kind of guess.
And this is also like the first edge guard sequence we've seen in the set, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So like, represent high is like the initial thing to go for.
Pretty much always go high. There's no reason to go low. You just not on battlefield where you can't even ride a wall because you just die every time. The edge guard is so flow charted against Falcon if you go low. Whereas if you go super high, the worst that happens is he back airs you and you get another chance. And the best thing that happens is he reads the drift wrong and you get like an edge cancel on one of the platforms and you're just back to neutral.
Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe it looked like you were trying to just go to ledge, which might have worked, but you were a little too far.
Yeah. While invincible here.
That was such a good read too, but you fast fell too early.
I think I fucked up. So something I remembered is knee grab while invincible. Something Bob Money told me is you use knee, but you commit to a grab while invincible.
Yeah.
I didn't do the grab. I did jab instead. Because like this is a really good knee. And I got Mango to shield.
I would have also just probably dashed back after missing the knee because I'm expecting the back air out of shield here. And then you would just be able to grab the AC back air. Makes
sense. At least to me, in my mind, I would have just gone for knee grab and just went for it just to press.
Yeah, your invincibility might be running out here though.
Yeah, it runs out.
Yeah, it's out by the time you jab.
I mean, there's still enough time. Like right here, the jab is on shield.
Yeah, it runs out right as your jab comes out.
And he also shields it. I mean, it's definitely a tight call. I can see where you want to do the dash back and respect him. In my mind, I just want to pressure the hell out of Falco here.
True.
I want to pressure the hell out of Falco.
Not to commit when your invincibility's running out.
Yeah. I always think in simple terms, though, since I got him to shield, it is an opportunity for me to grab. And getting Falco shielding is, like, big, especially when up close. So my first instinct, at least here, is to just grab instead. Instead of just jab.
Yeah. It's all right. I just think Falcos rarely ever just hold shield. They usually do something out of shield if they don't see an immediate, like, hit. But that's also an option. But I like just dash dancing too because it's like, well, he's holding shield. Dash dancing makes you safe from all of his out of shield options with his back to you, and he's in the corner, so he's just gonna be stuck in the corner. and eventually he'll have to do something, and he's unfavored position.
Yeah.
But grab can work if you have enough invincibility too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's resume. So yeah, you back airs.
Yeah.
You should just grab that. You just CC it.
Yeah.
Grab.
Yeah, that's
Jab is
definitely
not
that's just bad on me, honestly.
This is just purely grabbable here.
Yeah, this is me fucking up.
Yeah.
Whole situation.
So he punishes.
Yep.
Up tilt. Yep.
Yeah. He definitely kind of went. He kind of went nuts.
Oh.
Poked.
Wave dash. No, you got a wave dash and a shield in that kind of spot too.
Like right here.
Yeah. If you just wave dash towards him, you could probably even like get an up air on his.
I just dropped the shield, and what do? I do nothing, and just dash out. Yeah, I can just.
Yeah, it's just like faster. A movement tech skill thingy against Falco. You just have to play really fast against Falco, and be like fast at acting out of shield and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he just runs away with the matchup.
So this is just a just basically like, a sense of just me being a little bit too slow here.
Yeah, it's a minor thing, but it's like a game plan, like a.
It makes a difference.
Philosophical thing. Yeah. Like you just always have to be moving fast against Falco and moving quickly out of shield and reacting to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like it's pretty much just like a small thing where I just need to implement a lot more.
Yeah, it's just you want your APM to just be really high against Falco, because otherwise he just pressures you for free so hard.
Okay. Yeah, so that was the Wavedash thing. Good back air.
Okay. Yeah, that was all right. Although, if you go back a sec to that situation, I think there was a grab that you could have gotten, but it was another situation of you acting pretty slow, and so you had to back air.
So that's
like, I guess he F smashed. Yeah, I don't like instant back airing out of shield like that. It worked, but I would have liked wave dashing out of shield, and then I don't know, maybe F smash catches that, but it might not. You're pretty far away. And so wave dash out of shield would have gotten you a grab.
Gentleman, he DI'd in, honestly. I want to see this. Hang on. Gentleman, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
DI'd in. This could have been. So I dash back immediately. I can drop zone up air this, or even drop zone knee. Potentially. He does like the fiction jump back, so something fiction does with Fox, but it applies to Falco as well. I would have just gone
for the Wizzy knee, and that would have actually beaten this too.
Yeah, because even if you falling knee, he jumps, and either the knee will catch the jump, or you just follow with an up air if it misses.
Yeah. Like I just short hop out there with the knee, and then he upbeats out there. You just double jump.
I wave dash down there. Yeah, I just fucked up the whole situation. This is definitely edge guardable.
Yeah, it's a risk every time you go off stage against Falco though. It's a mix up because he can just like instant double jump down air and you're just like dead sometimes. It's annoying. You could like do a shine stall and then like side B and he's got options.
Yeah. Down tilt.
Roll in. So that was another situation where Wizzy Knee would have beaten his recovery. It would have just caught the side B.
Let's see. Down tilt.
Wizzy Knee and
I wave dashed right here.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
I don't know why. That's the thing. I don't know.
I wave dash and then he did it. Okay, so I had already committed first to the wave dash.
Yeah, but what is the wave dash even for?
Pretty much like reset the situation, but he's already he did a mix up. Already.
He's off stage. I don't know what the wave dash is like covering.
Not really anything.
Yeah, it's just kind of wasting time.
Yeah, burning frames.
Yeah, you gotta be as soon as you hit them off stage, you gotta like position yourself for the edge guard and do something because he's gonna do something quick. You don't have much time.
Yeah,
and you're already so close to the ledge. There's no reason to wave dash there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I just gave him time to side B.
Way too slow.
Yeah, you just have to put out a hitbox immediately if you want to stop him from side B'ing. Yep, that's rough.
Yeah, and I did the low. I did the low again.
Yep. Yep. If you upbeat there, he actually couldn't have stopped you because he went so low. Yeah. If you just upbeat high right there. Yeah. You would just been able to edge cancel on the side plat. and been okay. Uh, oh well. Okay, I kind of like that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna guess that instant double jump nair was an accident.
Right here.
Yeah, that full hop nair, whatever it was. If that was just a short hop nair, it was super good.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I think it was probably a mistake.
I think you should have just grabbed the landing there.
We're at right
Here. Where you full hop nerd. You just down aired. I mean, it's unreactable, I guess, if you downers or lasers. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah, actually, with that downer right here.
yeah, it's just grabbable.
Let's see. Yeah, he's definitely in lag. Like, he could have dashed back in time though. It's definitely in a range to where that's a bit of a.
But I think that's just a spacing problem from you because you just dashed back too far.
Yeah. You're saying like if I was dashing back like a little bit closer,
yeah,
this was just grabbable, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Try the nair edge cancel thing, doesn't work. I jump and try to go after
you get
him.
stuck in shield again. See, you're like not wave dashing out of shield. You're just letting go of shields, and then he's shining, punishing. It's like you just got to be really fast against Falco. That's it, and you should be dead. Oh, okay. He's doing the mango pressure. Wave dash. Nope. You just jumped. You sat in shield for a while. Jumped. Sat in shield. Jumped. That's actually exactly what Mango wants. Is he wants people to jump out of shield because Falcon's aerials are also slow, and he doesn't have like a shine or anything. That if he jumps, Falco just also jumps and just beats him in the air to air like every time. So he's basically just trying to bait you into jumping out of shield every time. He's like kind of. I've watched some of his sets against other Falcons, and that's pretty much all he does against a lot of the Falcons besides Wizzy, because Wizzy never jumps. He just grabs. But against all the other Falcons, he's basically just baiting them to jump and then trying to punish their jump with up tilts or like instant nair or something. And so there it is. You just keep jumping out of shield, and he just is whacking you.
Yeah, so pretty much just mix in the wave dash.
Wave dash out of shield is so big against Falco. It's insane because you can just wave dash back, and it's like, what's he gonna do?
Damn, maybe this SoCal Termo is onto something with its branding.
Yeah.
It definitely makes sense because it readjusts the spacing as well. Instead of just like, something like a back air where it's already on startup or just doing any sort of aerial out of shield. Whereas like Mango, he's good at narrowing in between the hits or beating you on startup, putting you like waiting for you to land to where you're already in lag and then just pressuring and closing up the space. Whereas with the wave dash there, you can get Mango to chase.
Dash back. If he does that instant nair, what happens? You just grab him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Makes sense. But you jumped, and he does his Mango thing. The laser.
I tried to
I baits out the out of shield jump.
Stuck in the shield again. That was a shield lag.
There. Yeah.
I went low like almost every time as well, and that's.
Yeah, going low is just it's so flow charted against Falco. You can just cover.
Yeah. So like already like on the analysis front, like I'm already gonna put in some notes that recover high before considering mix ups.
Yeah, recover low is like you should do it like less than 10% of the time, honestly. It's so much worse because like even if they know, it's like the Mango's theory of like, even if they know you're gonna go high, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, so like represent high recovery in the early game.
And Falcon is just the most like epitomizing of that because he's so heavy that it's like what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
because they're gonna back air you if you go low or if you go high, right? That's all they're trying to do is back air.
Yeah.
But if you're high and they back air you, you just up B again and you are even closer to the stage this time. Whereas if you're low and they back air you, you're like dead.
Yeah, so I'm already seeing real quick that represent high recovery in the game before considering mix ups. Just be faster out of shield. More wave dashes out of shield. One of the options I forgot. I remember there was a couple other options I remember from that. So be faster out of shield.
When they're on the top plat, just dash dance under them rather than just immediate full hop up airing.
Yeah, dash.
You want to try and bait them to come down from the top plat and then punish their landing with grab. So you want to dash dance under them so that you can trick them into shooting the laser the wrong direction and grab it. And if they down air, it'll just miss because you were just dash dancing anyway.
Yeah, so dash dance under plat versus Falcon instead of full hop up air contest. And then the other one is like out of pressure. I remember out of pressure with Falco. I think we talked about this earlier with like shield pressure, I think. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I think those are like the three main things that are taken from it though. Is represent high recovery in the game before considering mix-ups. Be faster out of shield. More weight dashes as out of shield specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically. Already have an option have option select ready for when dealing with lasers.
Yeah, because you can't react to what they're gonna do, so you just have to guess and just hope that your guess covers enough things.
With lasers, regardless if power shielded, or taking the hit, because there are just gonna be times where you just take the hit, and then also just Mango specific, don't constantly mix up your aerial game out of shield. Like Mango, he caught onto my Nair already like twice.
Yeah.
Or constantly mix up your out of shield game. Don't do the same thing. Don't do the same thing all the time. Or don't auto do the same thing all the time. Okay. Game 2 now. Which Stadium Mega Brand Dreamline, I remember. Writing this down. Game 1. Battlefield, and then game 2. Stadium. Okay. See this start. I get lasered immediately. I like how I acted out of laser stun there. You remember what we talked about with
Yeah, the double jump.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah, Waveland wasn't the greatest, but it gets like I did the right thing. Roll, that's good. That's not too bad. Eating one downer out of that, that's not bad at all.
I think you could have aerialed after that double jump instead of just way landing, because he just cornered himself completely. You want to take advantage of that situation.
Right here?
Yeah.
I tried wave. You said just back air?
Yeah, probably. Back air, stomp or something. Yeah, probably just back air.
Yeah. He's also on lag because of his down air.
Yeah, he just put himself in the corner. You just want to like land back with the back air so that you like duck in the corner now and you have a pretty good position.
Mm-hmm.
Shield draw. Okay, you just got pushed off.
Yeah, pushed off. That's good pressure. This is really good pressure by him.
Yeah, that's
caught the roll. I mean,
Mango.
I'm at such a little shield. I'm at such.
It's another thing where you just aren't like doing anything out of shield. You know, you're just kind of holding shield and waiting, and he's just used to that. He's like, you're either gonna jump or you're gonna do nothing. You still haven't represented wave dash or shield drop at all.
Yeah, there's been no shield drops or wave dashes at all. So that's definitely like the main things from that.
Yeah.
Caught.
Okay, he gets a combo. Hey, you went high.
When
and
high, he covered it,
did
and
not.
then just
Well, kind of, but so you got back. You just didn't full drift in, DI up. You like started to drift back and DI'd away on the back air.
yeah, it's a little too fancy.
Yeah. Because yeah, you looks like you hesitated in your drift too. Like you were like, okay, I will drift forward, but you should have just held forward the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, good grab.
That sucks.
No tech chase. That's pretty important here to get this. He's at 0. You need to. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, I like the attempt. Yep. Dash back. Okay, it's a lot of rolls.
I mean, I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, but
do you think there's any like situation where I can maybe pressure
well,
Mango?
because look, so you rolled into the corner and he's just immediately lasering you again, and you roll again, and that time it works.
So like
But like
here.
so here you roll into the corner and he's already just lasering because this is what Mango does when he pressures. You just shine lasers, and boom, you're like immediately cornered, right? And like in laser stun, and it's like, oh no, this is the nightmare situation all over again. You could immediately try and jump to platform there after taking the laser. I probably would have liked that a lot more.
Yeah, and also with this shine, like right here, what does this really cover? It doesn't really cover much. Like after the shine, he's already committed to pretty much coming in, and this is also what I see just like with Mango pressure a lot is that you roll and then he covers it again with a laser. So
yeah,
this
exactly.
is like a textbook example of this coming up, where he shines, you roll or do something after, and then he lasers.
You're just doing really non-committal pressure, and then you're committing to rolls. So yep, he gets the laser. So I would just like after taking laser, just immediately jumping. Maybe dashback's okay too, but then you shoot. I don't really know what shield. You just dash back, and then you dash and shield.
He jabbed.
Yeah, but like you dashed back, so you had enough time to just dash back, but then you dash and shield, and you're just back in the same spot of being stuck in shield for no reason.
Yeah.
When you just dash back, you could do like a nair, and it would have been like so good on his approach.
Definitely.
But okay, so you're back in shield. He does kind of ambitious, looks like cross up aerial, and you roll in. I don't know why he did that back here. That was actually really bad. What the fuck? Okay.
He just gave me stage completely. Actually.
Yeah, that back air did nothing. That was so weird.
Yeah.
Whatever. So you're back in center now.
I just nair like one of the worst nairs in history. Like this is such this is so reactable. Like,
and so it's that situation again where he's in the corner, he can't dash back. His only option is to do attack in place or attack forward, and you just full send in nair. And he attacks forward and beats you. If you nair in place here, it beats his nair. And if he doesn't nair it forward, he's still in the corner.
Yeah,
but you just gave up your position immediately.
So you'd say just like I'm gonna write this one down.
He's in the corner.
Hold your ground when you're when Falco is in the corner.
Yeah.
Because
every Falco is like fiending to get back to center. So the moment you just full send in nair, they get back to center.
Utilize
hit you.
Utilize nair in place. I'm writing in parentheses utilize nair in place. So should I consider other options as well, or just stick with nair in place for now?
Yeah, nair in place, dash dance, instant double jump, like up air stuff.
Dash,
like up air. You
dash,
can, like dash dance, shield stop, and then like short hop, up air instead of nairing. There's a bunch of mix-ups you have that don't just full send into the corner.
Can you just repeat it again? So I got utilize nair in place, dash dance, instant double jump up air.
You can dash dance, shield stop, and then aerial, and you can use like short hop, late up air. You can just dash dance a bunch and then sometimes just grab.
Do you think even side B is fine,
No.
or is that too much of a full send?
That's a full send for sure.
Do you think knee in place is okay?
Knee in place just doesn't have any range. This is the main problem. You want to like spaced attack him so that you're like simultaneously walling him out, but also like actually threatening to hit him. Because
Would
knee only walls out, and if they don't like get hit by it, then you're actually in a good deal of lag yourself.
So we talked about like the facing away with Falcon and how it's not the greatest. Do you
Yeah.
think back air is okay here, or should I just stick with looking forward?
You should just stay with looking at him. Because
Okay.
again, you want to threaten up air and nair this whole time because their range is so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all you want.
Okay. That's good. All right, I'll read it to you again. So hold your ground when Falco is in the corner. Utilize nair in place, dash dance, instant double jump up air, dash dance shield stops, and I'm gonna just write etc. because I want to give myself the free reign as well because I may just find things on my own that I just become comfortable with and they work for me.
Yeah.
Just like give myself like some room to improvise.
Yeah, definitely. It's like this is just golden mix-up opportunity. This is like the opportunity to outplay your opponent because you have the advantageous situation. And by yeah, it's just like when you full send nair into the corner, you just completely give up that advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Okay. I'm just typing it out. I just typed it out real quick. Okay, good. So I get nared. Again, I'm not representing the Wavedash out of shield. Like,
yeah,
this is
just like
I roll back, and then Mango's pretty much, he already knows it, so he's just hard pressing. Now, because he knows that I haven't represented the Wavedash out of shield, like, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, jab.
That's a little unfortunate that didn't work. That was grabbable. I'm surprised the nair didn't hit.
Yeah. Well, also, and then it's another fade in. You notice that was another fade in.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, I get this one because it was like an attempt. Oh, it looks like you just didn't frame perfect nair because that was really high.
The other thing as well is he did it in between the hits. Watch.
Yeah, but look how high your nair was. It was so high.
Let's see.
Yeah. That means you just didn't like frame perfect nair at all.
Okay. Like if it was frame perfect, I would have gotten it.
Yeah, it would have got him on the way up if it was frame perfect. Because look
like
how high that was.
Like the first hit.
The rising nair would have hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
But still, that was also just grabbable.
Yeah. Yeah, like this forward tilt right here is.
Yeah,
it's so grabbable. And he back airs me in between the hits. Hang on, I want to see. I did the thing again. He did cover high, to be fair.
He did cover high, but with lasers, so you just mash up B.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much like, what's that laser really gonna do? You really think about it, like.
That's just
if I just do it again, pretty much. I just up B again.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I like that. I like that. Okay.
I want to see.
That's fine. Dash back. Yeah.
I could have ASDI'd this down. I didn't.
True. You could have.
That's already like the first thing I noticed. That I just didn't do that. I don't think I could have gotten anything out of it though.
I like the jabs though. It's
good. This could have been grabbable. He didn't auto cancel.
If you ASDI'd down.
Like ASDI don't grab.
Yeah, but you got jabs out of the situation, which isn't terrible.
Yeah. Gentlemen. It was a good dash back I did right here.
Yeah.
Like, I was pretty happy with this. It was a really good dash back.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, yeah, actually you did it. Good. Never mind. I thought you were going to jab grab, but you gentlemen.
Yeah. Snare. It trades. I mean, pretty much everything Mango wants because he's just trying to attack on percent. He catches on that time. Okay. Do you think I could have mixed up the jab grab here because he smashed the... So, like, right here, he smashed the eyes in.
I think he was just mash and shine here, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, he's also smashed the eye in really hard.
Yeah, but Gentleman gives you a chance to, like, not get shined, maybe. But he still just holds down on the third one.
Well,
it's a mix-up.
The thing is, like, he smashed the eye in. So this is where the jab grab comes in because he's pretty much, like, he smashed the eye in to where he's within my range to where he can just mash shine.
He's mashing shine. Yeah, so if you grab, you get shined anyway.
Do you think it'd be better just to lay off or like do an aerial like after maybe like the first or second jab instead of just full committing to the gentleman, because he's pretty much he's willing to eat the gentleman here.
Their dash back there, but probably not. Shine's or Jab's so negative on hit on the CC that like kind of just are screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Once you jabbed and he was holding down, it was kind of over. You maybe could have gone jab, jab, dash back. That's like the only thing I could see working.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, none might have just gone like jab, jab, dash back, and then like dash dance grabbed the shine.
Yeah. Do the high.
Huh?
Good cover. That was pretty good, actually. I did the high. I'm pretty happy about that.
Okay, so there you were pretty slow acting out of that, but that's fine.
It worked.
Yeah. So here, you rolled in. I would just dash back. You jabbed. And that just let him pressure you again.
So roll in. He did the shine grab, and then
because you saw him whiff grab, so you know that he's not gonna like directly jump on top of you like frame one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason to jab. You just dash back and reset the situation.
Yeah.
But then you jabbed, even though he literally couldn't be there in time.
Yeah.
And then he lasered on top of you for jabbing. But then you got that, so that's good.
Good stuff. Boom. I want to see this DI.
Yeah, that's good recovery.
I want to see this DI. You think
so
it was really much?
You move around. I don't know what you're doing after hitting with this knee. You're just like you just wasted a bunch of time and then you ran off stage and then had.
Do you think it could have been a knee to up air or double knee, or do you think his DI was like?
Well, you set up an edge guard here, but then you just didn't set up an edge guard. You need him, and then you just like wasted a bunch of time on stage, ran off stage, and then realized, oh wait, I have to double jump back, and then he just side beat back for free.
Yeah.
Whereas you didn't like run to the ledge and then throw.
I also could just right here. I could just run up air this.
Yeah, it's
because I commit to crouch instead.
Yeah, it's a reactable up air here. It's tight, but you can do it. You just haven't really been setting up your edge guards at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have like an edge guard flow chart versus spacies?
Usually in this sort of like height, like the height they're at, I will always go for the up air or a knee. And then on occasions also I do the offstage nair. Because the offstage nair
do you have a flow chart? Like not just how do you beat this up B, but like
I do. So like on low, I will always go for I like to go for the down air. And if they meter cancel it, down air again. If they tech wall jump up, start up the up B, go and back air it. If they have wall jump side B, they're either going to ledge, and then if they sweet spot it, they
But I'm saying like, okay, so you have an option that counters all of their options, right? Mm-hmm. Which is like a given. But how do you set up to like counter multiple things?
Like, what do you mean, like my positioning?
Yeah, like what is your start? What is your go-to? How do you like? Because there's a lot of stuff that they can do that's not reactable. You can't just hard read their recovery every time. Yeah. Right? You have to like know like where you want to be based on where they are, and then do something that covers like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Then you can get into those situations where like, oh, they up-beat in this spot, I can just reactively up air. Because right now you're really far away. I don't know if you can reactively like up air to this up-beat. If you were by the ledge, you could.
Yeah, typically I like the dash dance around.
But I like it. I don't think that's good because that just limits your own options to cover them. I think you just want to go straight to like the corner, like right to the ledge, and then you're threatening the like whizzy knee, or you're even threatening to like immediately just grab ledge, or you're threatening to jump out aerial. When you're just dash dancing, you're not really threatening anything. They can just sweet spot the ledge, and you can't get there. Right? So you're just dash dancing. How do you stop them sweet spotting?
So pretty much just like get in threat range to where you can do your options is what you're saying.
Yeah, I would generally I want to try and position myself that they are scared that I'm just gonna read their recovery immediately, no matter what they do. And then from there, it's a mix-up. But if you're just dash dancing, they just see that and they're like, "Oh, he's not covering ledge," and then just go to ledge.
Okay, so I'm gonna write this down right now. Get into threat range to give yourself options while edge guarding, and then I can just react accordingly.
Mostly, not everything's reactable. Some things
yeah,
are unreactable, and that's where like the mix-up comes in.
yeah. React or mix up accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at that point it comes down to just like my decision making on how I view the situation.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah. So there, jab. I've like committed to gentleman 3 times now. This time he shields it. Shine that shield. Down air. Roll in.
What was that side B?
Just trying to get a hit.
Yeah.
I hadn't thrown it out yet, so it's like I gotta represent it once.
Side B is like it's so bad in this matchup. It literally only beats like high laser and nothing else. Yep. There's that instant roll in. This time he just waits for it. Because that's what most Falcos do is they just
this drift is actually insane. So like he drifts in, and then immediately this
Wavedash backs.
It's also super telegraphed by me, but you gotta admit this is really good from Mango on like.
That's pretty good.
Like how to condition it.
I know like Rom does that a lot, and actually, what's his name? The Falco from like Turlock or something. Buckets.
Buckets. Yeah, Buckets.
He spams this like positioning of just like lasering and then like trying to bait the roll in and shines it.
Okay.
That's like his kind of his game plan against.
So what would I do instead? Like in this situation, because this
roll in.
Just don't roll in. So like
yeah, you can here. You can just keep holding shield. You can wave dash back. You can roll away even. You can jump.
So when Falco laser,
it's just a mix-up. But he's been observing you rolling in every time. So it's not a mix-up.
So when Falco lasers in and wave dashes back,
it's not reactable. You just have to guess that he's gonna read the roll in. And considering you rolled in so much, kind of an easy guess.
So I don't really need to write anything for this. Just like
you just got to mix it up.
Okay. Good to know.
All a mix-up in the end.
Not the best grab. Desperation. Side B, knee, get some.
Yeah.
Let's see on this nair.
Yep. Okay, so that's the classic Mango. He always like SDIs down and away on nair at low percent.
Yeah.
And then like dashes back or back airs there. So what Johnny does is he just overshoot knees after the nair to cover the dash back. And then sometimes against Johnny he'll like instantly dash back air to counter that. It's like kind of a high level thing. But that's just the level 1 is if you react to him SDIing down and away on the nair, you can't just run up grab.
I have to reset and either throw a nair again, throw out a knee.
Read his dash back. That's the next level. Yeah, you can overshoot stomp, overshoot knee or something.
Yeah. I'll just write be cognate like. I don't think I really need to write anything down for that. That's just like a general situation where, on just like the general sense of like down and away.
Yeah, it's just something to be knowledgeable of, and cognizant of.
Yeah, just general awareness. Yeah. Oh, that was a crazy grab. Got a knee. Okay. I do the double jump thing again. It's like, would I just be better and just like dash dancing around? Because Mango full hops right in the corner. He just comes down with a down air.
So let's see the situation. You could have grabbed there. That's a coverage, by the way. When you need the tech in place here, yeah, you can just grab. You have enough time.
Yeah, so I just give him the space pretty much. Just like I'm not taking control of the space. I'm giving Mango too much respect.
Kind of. Well, like in this spot, I mean, it's like true combo. Like because it's like an option select where the knee covers mistech, and then you could still have time to RTC their tech option after. Yeah, back airs the nair.
So I give him the space. He gets me.
Yeah.
That was a good dash back right there. So.
Yeah. Okay, but you nared again, and this time he's like, oh, the nair again. He back airs it. So you have to mix that up and stop drifting in with those nairs. It's just so risky for no reason.
Mix
space the nair, it'll be better. If you mix in some grabs there, it'll be better. If you just keep dash dancing, it'll be better.
Yeah, I'm alright. Mix up the fade in nair. Mix up the nair spacing, and consider nair in place, fade back. I consider in place and fade back instead of autoing to fade in all the time. Like, would there be any other things I could have done, like so? Oops. So this is good. This one.
Yeah, so I would have liked just dash dancing repeatedly there, kind of in the way that he does, where he just is like baiting a defensive option out. You can just dash dance there to bait his, because he just whiffed an air, or whiffed a whatever that was.
Yeah.
And you don't have a true punish on the landing, which is why you nared, but you've done that every time, and it's a little risky. You just dash dance and then punish what he does after. That's kind of exactly what he does. So he just punishes what you do after stuff. Like he'll laser and then just wait for you to do something out of the laser and punish that. Okay, he whiffed a move. That's basically the same as like if he lasered you, right? It's like a disadvantageous situation. So then he just dash dances, waits for you to like do your defensive scrappy thing, and then punishes that.
Okay. So I'm kind of changing up how this is phrased then. So mix up the nair spacing, consider in place, fade out, or dash dance.
Yeah, I think dash dancing is really good and something you haven't represented yet, because you can just grab that AC bear. You could grab him up tilting. You could grab him spot dodging. You could grab him like shining potentially. So just dash dancing to like wait out the defensive option is insanely good against Falco, because a lot of the time they'll just up tilt or back air after whiffing or spot dodge, and all of those you can just reactively grab.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a good air dodge.
Okay. Tough him. Oh, in a trade. Okay, that was fortunate. And see, that's that like tech thing. You gotta stomp, and then you're just like, shield, slow jump out of shield, go back to center. When like you could have instant shield drop back air, dash into the corner, like followed up on the tech chase.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a tech skill / punish game thing of you just playing kind of slow.
Yeah, and then
you went low and he got back aired.
Yeah.
Double jump up B, and maybe there's a chance, though it's bad on Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd say that was like really good though. Like really good though, considering. Like I'm pretty happy with how that went.
Okay. Yeah, I think you just have to play a lot faster. That's like the biggest takeaway I had was there are a few like micro situations that weren't the best, and punish game could definitely be improved. But you just have to play so fast against Falco, and you were just getting stuck in shield a lot and doing like really slow out of shield options and almost exclusively rolling in out of shield, which he started to catch on to.
Do Wavedash out of shields, wavelands instead of full hops. Full hop, falling aerials.
Yeah. If you're on the platform, you can really use your movement and like use shield drops to your advantage.
Utilize shield.
Take advantage of those platforms.
Dash.
You know.
Yeah, it's
your out of shield game becomes so much better on the platforms, and you can like shield drop up air, you can wave land off back air. There's all these things like unreactable mix-ups you have from the platforms that are pretty solid. So when you're just getting rushed down, going to the platforms is really nice because you just become a much better character defensively.
Yeah, so like play much faster. Do so these are all the notes actually. So My initial notes were Mango. These were just the initial notes. It was Mango laser pressure and spacing, what to do out of the initial pressure, and general punishes. And then in the actual analysis itself, it was represent high recovery in the game before considering mix-ups. Be
I
faster
would
out of.
almost okay. So what this like represent high recovery first thing? I think you need to like emphasize almost exclusively do high recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Like not just represent it, like 90+% of the time you should go for high recovery
Okay.
at any point in the set. And 10% is just to like keep them honest, you know? Like so they're not just like hard reading high every time.
Do a high recovery a majority.
Yeah.
A majority of the
just
game.
high recovery like almost every time.
Before considering mix-ups. Be faster out of shield, more weight dishes out of shield specifically. Dash dance under plat versus Falco instead of full hop up air contest. Already have an option select ready when dealing with lasers if power shielded, or taking the hit. Or I'm alright taking the laser hit to be specific. Taking the laser hit. Constantly mix up your out of shield game. Don't auto to the same thing all the time. And then for game 2, it would be hold your ground when Falco is in the corner. Utilize near in place, dash dance, instant double jump up air, dash and shield stop aerials, etc. Get into threat range to give yourself options while edge guarding. React or mix up accordingly. Mix up the nair spacing, consider in place, fade out, or dash dance, and then just overall play much faster. Do wave dash out of shields, wavelands instead of full hop falling aerials. Utilize shield drops, dash dances, quicker out of shield game, etc. Just be faster.
Yeah, like I know it's like the worst thing, like the worst advice ever, but it's really so true against Falco.
It is.
You gotta be faster. You gotta punish hard.
I will say that is also just like a general issue, like with my play.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of matchups where it doesn't matter as much, like versus Puff, versus Peach, versus Marth. Even really, you don't have to be like that fast to beat them. You just need to have like a good punish game and a solid like understanding of neutral and good spacing, and that's all you need.
Yeah, pretty
Falco,
much.
every time he presses the B button, is execution testing you. So you have to be like kind of cracked. It's a very different matchup than all the floaties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, like, that's just a general problem. Like, I've always been a very slow type of player. Like, I have, like, the concepts down, but I've always been very slow. Like, Blarg and I were actually talking about this.
Yeah.
Literally at, like in a hotel room. Like, it's just, it is an actual flaw in my game. I'm just really slow. I have, like, amazing things. It's just, I need to do it quicker.
Yeah, it's just, and Falco is the character that probably exposes that the most out of anyone, which is probably why he was like your struggle matchup. It's he's just the walking execution test all the time. Like,
exactly.
He just forces you to play fast. There's no way around it. It's like the only character that's really like that. Fox sort of does that to an extent.
But you can play the slow. Though. You can play the slow game versus Fox is the thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's like optimal to play the slow game at high level, but you can. But yeah, once you get to the Falcos, you gotta be a cracked gamer, or else you're just stuck in shield the whole match, and you never get to do anything.
You gotta be gaming, as I would say. You just gotta be gaming.
Yeah, Falco just gets away with too much if you're not like moving fast and acting out of lasers and acting in a shield really quickly.
Yeah, that all makes sense. This is honestly really good. This is like a really good analysis. I'm actually gonna stop thy stream now.